Good morning, Wayfam from Israel.
I'm Ashley, this is Josh, welcome to our channel.
We sold everything we had to travel the world and now we want to share with you the way away.
So be sure to subscribe down below, give us a like, and hit that bell so you can follow more of our adventures.
Let's go. As I mentioned, today we are in Israel. We are with Abraham Tours and we are doing the West Bank tour. We start our day off at the River Jordan.
Yeah, so we'll be going into Palestine today, which is really exciting. It's the first time we've ever done that, and we're going to learn all about it.
Well, there are people who sometimes like they will take them not to say. This is the area that allow people to swim or to get baptized. No one is allowed to cross to the other side. That's Jordan in front of us. It's good when people will go up. So behind it is when we go back, you will see a sign.
So do not swim across. It's fairly small right now. It's summertime, but he did say that the waters rise really high in the winter time. So it's almost to the top of the wall behind us, which is, I mean, that's a big river, but right now it's really small.
Yeah, supposedly right across there is specifically where Jesus was baptized. Not just the Jordan River, but like right there on that side.
And if you come here, you have an opportunity to get baptized in the water. It doesn't look super clean. It's a river. But Josh and I have already been baptized, so we're going to opt out this time. One thing that really is a little difficult for me is that they all seem to be really, touristic, I guess. And so it is really cool to put a place to a story and be like, oh yeah, that's where Jesus was baptized. And so in my mind I can have that when I read the story back again. But man, it is so hard because in your mind you have one, you've already made up one thing, and then when you go there it's something different. Right now we're in Jericho, a city that I read all about, Joshua fighting the Battle of Jericho. So I'm excited to see it, but
I mean, that's it right there.
yeah. Let's go check it out.
All this area in the front of the mountains, we call it the New Testament Jericho, and that was a gift from Mark Antony to Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt. And the King Herod was built there 3 palaces. We call it the Winter Palace for the King Herod. And number 3 is the modern Jericho, where the people live now. Look here. That is the new Jericho, or the Byzantine center, where the people live now.
So here we are, Jericho, supposedly the world's oldest continuously inhabited city. This section here, the ancient city, is completely in ruins, but a lot of history here. All right, we just had lunch and we are near Bethlehem now, and we're here to see a famous thing by Banksy.
All right.
There it is.
So he came twice.
Graffiti.
2004, 2006. That was his first time.
We're at the Church of the Nativity, supposedly where Jesus Christ was born. It is a church, I believe, that maybe was built around the manger, because I know Jesus was born in a manger, right?
I don't know, but this is where the little baby Jesus was born, apparently.
Okay.
1
Please, sir, open the way, please.
Guys, if you finish. My friend, here is the place where Jesus was born, where the Lord was born. Behind you, down the manger place.
So they shuffled us down into this cave underneath the church, and supposedly the manger is right down here where Jesus was born.
Here she blows. And that is apparently a manger. It's like a little cave cutout.
I feel like, yeah, it was just a cave where they kept all the animals.
It's up that way. It's a beautiful church, though. We are now at a famous section of the wall separating Israel and Palestine that is famous for all of its graffiti. And apparently Banksy has also done art installations here, as well as many copycats.
Palestine pretty much the whole day. We were able to see the wall, and we learned a lot more about what's going on between Israel and Palestine. But it is Friday night and it's Shabbat time, so we are gonna go have some Shabbat dinner. I read a few little things just to know what Shabbat is all about. Supposedly it starts right when the sun starts going down on Friday night, and then on Saturday it ends when the first stars come up. This dinner is going to start with bread, the blessing of the bread, and then they're going to light some candles. Supposedly, I guess there are 3 different specific meals that they have during Shabbat, and this specific meal is the one where you bless the bread. I don't know a lot about it, so I could be wrong, so if I have anything wrong, please let us know down below, but I think I got it right.
All our Jew friends in the comments, let us know.
That would be helpful.
Thank you so much, and enjoy the meal the next day. Have a good one. Guys, Shabbat Shalom.
That was a really fun day.
It was very long. We did a lot of things.
A lot. That's why we didn't talk as much as we normally do.
Yeah.
We showed a lot more stuff. I would recommend it. It was a long tour, but it was really interesting to just like weave in and out of Palestine and Israel. The border crossing was a lot more fluid and easy to do than I was expecting. Like I guess I thought Palestine was like shut down and cut off. But we really only went through an Israeli checkpoint like 3 times, and it was like, go.
Yeah, I think that they're keeping people in versus keeping people out.
That is true,
And
yeah.
we were a tour bus.
Yeah.
But it was very interesting to learn about the situation. Our tour guide was open and honest about all of it, which was I really appreciated.
Yeah.
But also it was good to see like the biblical areas that we've heard of.
Yeah.
Although I'm struggling so much between my fantasized expectations of what everything was like versus what it is like.
Little town of Bethlehem. No.
Yeah, like it didn't even look like a little farm place where like animals were and stuff. So
Not a bit.
yeah, I mean things are touristic when you come here, so just know that, expect that. There were things like going to the Jordan River where Jesus was baptized. We were the only ones there,
That's
which
true.
I think was lucky for us because it was pretty early. But yeah, I mean,
Lots of history.
yeah,
Worth it.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, we really did.
But yeah,
We didn't. Yeah, it's definitely. I don't know what I expected, but I don't think that was it. And I loved it.
yeah, our expectations were totally different. It was really cool to see a Banksy, actually a few paintings from Banksy pieces because
IRLs and outside of the UK.
yeah, we've always liked him, and we've gone to museums of his and really liked them.
And I saw Lush Sucks, which I didn't even know that he had done stuff there, because I follow him on Twitter, but I didn't know that he had done it on that wall. So I happened across it and I was like, hey, that was cool. So we had a really good time. Yeah, and then we finished with Shabbat. And tomorrow is actually Shabbat, which I learned is Hebrew for our word for Sabbath.
Yes.
Well, Sabbath is English for Shabbat.
So it's like 24 hours of rest, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do tomorrow, because we have had some really, really full days. We do have a few more videos coming out of Israel for you guys, but we want to thank Abraham Tours and Hostel that we're staying in. These are the best hostels we've ever stayed in, and it was super fun to get to know a bunch of people like on the tours, and and here at Shabbat dinner we talked to a Canadian guy and a French guy, and it was just good. It's fun. I like the community aspect.
There was Christians, Jews, and a Muslim, and 2 agnostic people sitting all together and having Shabbat dinner.
And
that was fun.
And talking about our experiences in Israel and going to different places and stuff, which was really, really neat.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Wayfam, I hope we encouraged you to get out there and travel today. Shout out to our Patreon, Lauren McHugh, for helping make this video possible. And we will see you in the next video.
Good night, guys.
Shabbat
Shabbat shalom.